Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. And if you're a German, happy May Day. I just dropped my wife off at work, and I wondered why traffic was so light this morning. But it's because it's a German holiday. From what I understand, it's May Day, which to me, I always thought that was a communist holiday. But Germany's not a communist country, so I guess it has different meanings here than it did in the old Soviet Union. But nevertheless, welcome to another Observations of an American Living in Germany episode. This one's a little different because I'm driving in my car. We recently took a trip to Amsterdam and we drove. And one thing I've noticed, the signage for the Autobahn is very clear. They're always blue with white writing. They're very distinctive looking, just like the interstate highway signs are in the United States. And then your B roads are yellow with black writing, kind of like the U.S. highways in the United States where they have a white background with black numbers. But when you are trying to go somewhere, like for instance, Autobahn 3, it doesn't have north or south or east or west on it. When you get to the junction, it'll just say Autobahn 3, and it'll have Frankfurt, Koblenz, just to pick out two cities. So if you're not familiar with the town on either end, you might have to use your GPS or something. In the United States, when you get on a highway, it'll say, Interstate 10 West, Los Angeles, East, El Paso. So you kind of, you know which way you're going to be going. Or 95 North, Fredericksburg, 95 South, Richmond. It's pretty easy to figure it out. I guess they assume that Germans all know where every city is. But if you're not from here, like I have an idea where Frankfurt and Munich and Nuremberg are. But sometimes we had to take a detour. We had to take a long detour because the Autobahn was totally shut down. And it took us through some small towns and stuff. And then I think it was Autobahn 61, well, it's like, which way do we go to get towards where we needed to be? That was kind of made for some interesting, we had to pull over and look at our map app to find out. But that was interesting. It felt good to be back in Germany after being in Amsterdam. The city was pretty dirty. I didn't realize how dirty it was, but nevertheless, it felt good to be back in Germany. And now that spring has officially sprung, the trees are green, and the temperatures are warmer. It's going to be 79 degrees today. I guess in Celsius, that would probably be like, I don't know, 32 degrees Celsius or something like that. But anyway, it sure feels nice. I was out on the deck yesterday, and it was really nice yesterday, so I washed and waxed the car, cleaned it out on the inside. I do notice that Germans tend to keep their vehicles fairly clean. I don't see any rust buckets. I hardly see any jalopies running around. I do think Germans take driving pretty seriously, much more so than most Americans. And as I've said many times, I really enjoy driving on the Autobahn. The fastest I've ever had my vehicle was about 170 kilometers, which is, I don't know, maybe 105 miles an hour, 110, something like that. And it was getting a little buzzy. It's just a Mazda SUV with a 4-cylinder. The sweet spot for this vehicle seems to be right around 140 kilometers to 150 kilometers, which is like 85 to 90 miles an hour. Seems to be, you really don't want to go much faster than that. But the engine can handle it. It still keeps me around 3,000 RPMs. But I'll tell you what, it does burn up the fuel a lot faster. Oh, yes. And the price of fuel on the with the AFES card, the American price for fuel is $1.22 a liter. Now the price on the economy is about $1.85 a liter. So it is a significant savings. It comes out to, the German price comes out to about $7.50 a gallon for gas, something like that, and the American price is like $4.25 a gallon. It's supposed to be based on what fuel costs in the United States, but our fuel prices in the United States vary so much from state to state because of taxes and things like that. So that's what I was told. That's how they figure it out, and they have negotiated a price with the German government. We're allowed to buy 400 liters of fuel every month, and we don't come close to using that, but that's what we can get. It's a rationed item. Just like if we go on the base, we can get liquor tax-free, but we're limited in how many bottles we can buy every month. We have a ration card, and I don't smoke, but you can get, they limit you on cigarettes and coffee as well, and I don't drink coffee, but they I guess they're worried that people were buying stuff at a very low price and selling it, bootlegging it on the German economy. And the whiskey bottles that we get in the PX or the Shopette on base come in a 1 liter size or a 1.75 liter, the big bottle. Those are the two sizes that we get. The German stores, everything they sell, like if you buy a bottle of Jack Daniels, they sell a 70 CL, 70 centiliter, or a 700 milliliter size. Now in the United States, most whiskey is sold in the 750 milliliter size. So I guess that's so they know which market it came from. That's just what I'm guessing. Some of you Germans might be able to correct me on that. I don't know. I just assumed that in the United States, that, like I said, they sell the 750 milliliter. And my favorite beer is Pilsner Urquell from the Czech Republic. I really like that stuff. I buy that. I think I paid $19 for a case of 19 euros for a case of 20, and they were half-liter bottles. And that's just, the half-liter size is really nice. You drink one of those and it's like, man, I'm full. It's very hearty. You know, when I went home to the States and I was at a restaurant and I got, I don't know, I think it was Coors Light or something. I drank it and I'm like, ugh. You get used to drinking the good beer over here, and American beer tastes like tap water. It tastes like beer-flavored water, you know, like a Michelob Ultra or something like that. But I just wanted to wish all my German friends a very happy May Day. It's not an American holiday. My wife still had to go to work. But that's kind of a good thing because I got several things I need to do around the house today. And I got to run some errands and go to the gym. So that's about all for now. I just wanted to wish everybody the best. And I suppose I will catch you next time. I got a funny joke I'm going to make a video of later today. I'll just see how time shakes out. Anyway, auf Wiedersehen.